Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel where I am very excited to bring you this quick guide on how to play Omega Sentinel. Her rotation is very easy to learn, and whether or not you need her more for her damage or for her great utility, the rotation really remains the same. So let's jump right into the gameplay. Alright, we're going to start today against Winter Soldier just so you can get an idea of how she performs against a high health pool. So Omega has 3 different debuffs that you can apply, and for a focus on damage, it doesn't matter which ones you apply, you just need to get 3 total up. So these debuffs are applied with your second medium. So to start the fight here, I'm going to do medium to apply 1, follow it up with another double medium for our second debuff, then I'm going to do a heavy which pauses the debuffs and switches her mode, and then I'm going to do another medium, and now we're pretty much all set. Any additional double mediums at this point are going to apply an incinerate, as you can see, and then from here I'm going to stick to heavy attacks to keep the debuffs paused. You can also use your 4th light attack to do this as well. So you can see my 1 debuff is about to expire, so I'm going to fire off the special 1. The special 1 refreshes non-damaging debuffs and pauses them, and also pauses the incinerates as well. So this is how you're going to keep the incinerates stacked up on the defender. And from here we're going to stick to heavy attacks and more light ending combos, keep everything paused, while we build up to our special 2. So the special 2 is going to put an incinerate plus an extra incinerate for each personal debuff, so she ended up adding 4 to our total, and on top of that we consumed 5 armor ups to increase the duration of these incinerates to 11 seconds. Kind of hard to see with the numbers ticking here, but 5 incinerates are about 2500 damage per second. It's pretty easy to keep around 10 to 12 incinerates up, and they do stack up to 20, but in my testing I've found really nothing survives that long. So now that our damage is in full swing, we're basically going to rinse and repeat. Keep the debuffs paused with either a heavy or a 4th light attack. If you need to refresh with a special 1, you can, otherwise add more with a special 2. Alright, so we're up to 11 incinerates now. That is dealing about 5,000 damage per second, and at this point, you know, he's at half health. It doesn't look over, but it's over. The amount of damage over time that she has here is enough to dominate most defenders. So I'm basically just going to keep, you know, refreshing and pausing everything. We're going to use another special 1 here, I think, in a second, and then just add more incinerates with double mediums, keeping everything paused, of course, with heavy attacks, and just like watch him melt away here. So again, you know, keeping him locked in the corner. You can do a bunch of heavies in the corner to keep him put. Dodge the special 1 here. Double mediums again to stack on additional incinerates, and I think 1 more heavy just about ends the fight here, and there he goes. Yeah, so there you go. She finished that fight in 89 hits, which is pretty freaking amazing for a tech champ. Alright, real quick, let's review the rotation here. So first off, double medium to apply a debuff, and again, for a focus on damage, it doesn't matter which debuffs you have applied. Number 2, heavy to pause the debuffs, and then repeat steps 1 and 2 until you have 3 total debuffs applied. Number 4, SP2 will apply the incinerates. If you have 3 of her personal debuffs active, you'll get 4 total incinerates per special 2, and then rinse and repeat as necessary, and then use your SP1 when you need to refresh the non-damaging debuffs, and then also to pause everything, which will enable you to stack up more and more incinerates. Alright, so last thing, let's take a look at how she would perform in day-to-day content like questing or war. This is a dead pool for max 6 with a more realistic sized health pool. I'm going to use Omega's pre-fight here to select the heal block. One of the best things about her is that you can basically have 100% uptime on any of her debuffs, and even all 3 of them at the same time if that's what you need. So we're starting off the rotation same way, medium. We got the heal block up, and boom, Deadpool heal blocked for the entire fight. It's really that easy. Heavy to pause. Of course, we're going to build up 3 total debuffs. We've got the tracking one on him now. And so since Deadpool is a mutant, Omega Sentinel is actually going to apply Plasma on her special 2 instead of Incinerates, and you'll see that momentarily here. So no mutants in the game are immune to Plasma. This gives her a pretty big advantage over like Nimrod, who is probably her closest comparison at this point. So 1 SP2 all it's going to take here. Without access to his regen, Deadpool basically has no chance in this fight. It's basically just a matter of keeping the fight under control until he finally goes down. I'm going to keep heavying him in the corner here, and then I don't even think we get to our second special 2 here. I think we just keep applying more plasma debuffs, and he just absolutely melts away. There we go, 38 hits, down he goes. Alright folks, that's going to do it for this one. Omega Sentinel is an amazing champion and an absolute blast to play. If you enjoyed this or it helped you in any way, please let me know by hitting that like button, and of course subscribe for more content down the road. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you again next time.